Hi there guys, my name's Lavaboot, and this is a little bit of a return to form for me. I haven't done a gaming impressions video in a while, but a company by the name of Lavaboot sent me a free copy of the early access titled Wild West and Wizards, and yeah, so I'm here to take a look. Now, here's the thing. I'm a little bit biased going into this because, well, I love the concept. An old West-based game, which we don't get a lot of anymore, mixed with a magic-based RPG. Sounds like a good time. So without further ado, let's take a look at these, spellcasting cowboys. I love talking about graphics when it comes to indie titles. I really do, because it gives me a chance to talk about art style. And this game's art style is, yeah, okay, I'm not a big fan of the art direction here. I mean, I get it, it's an indie title. There are like 3 people working on this game, so I'll cut them some slack. Frankly, it's not even so much the environments. The cartoon-like elements in the environments are, you know, without texture, and honestly, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. In fact, sometimes it looks kinda nice. My main issue is with the character design. I'm not sure which engine was used to render the characters within this title. They don't really seem to fit the locales. I almost wish they had gone with less realistically proportioned characters. This would help differentiate this title from others, as well as give the title a sense of world. As it stands now, the character models are quite stiff. On the character selection screen, as well as the inventory screen, my character looks like he's scared to breathe, and then every once in a while he'll wipe his face with his clenched fist. Who does that? On top of all of that, there's a very strange choice in giving every character, including the NPCs, a gun. And now I know that this is the Old West, it's Western, and, you know, people have guns, but come on, everyone? Even the doctor? Like, I'm pretty sure if there were children in this game, they'd have guns too. Why does the doctor need a gun? Yes, it's all early access, and for that it deserves some forgiveness as the developers take time to correct and perfect their vision, but yeah. It's just odd. I'm sure they won't always look like this, but for now they do, and that's what you'd be paying $15 for. Lastly, I'll talk about the UI. The interface is pretty generic, from things like your health bar to your inventory. Nothing seems quite appropriately themed yet. I would love for the developers to add some Western-themed borders to things like the skill bar, maybe even some different skill icons. I mean, the dodge skill is literally a stickman. But once again, things for the future. Pretty sure like once they hire on like an artist or something. I don't know. I don't know what you need for that. I don't make games. Now I know I seem harsh on this title, and honestly I think it's warranted. Not because the game is bad, but because I think there's genuine potential here. And that shows in the gameplay. At the end of the day, gameplay is king, so what we've got here, well, it's an FPS, one which for the life of me has almost no business being one, but I dig it. You start the game with a revolver, and as you progress you gain access to other guns, rifles, shotguns, the works. What's more, you are given 2 spells, a fireball and an ice spell. So as you can imagine, the revolver sucks. It's the first gun, it's supposed to suck. There's a nice feature within the title that helps a little bit. You can lock onto targets, which, you know, makes aiming miles easier than free shooting, because the free shooting is awful, but it's neither here nor there. Now, you won't always hit the targets even with the lock-on. This is because the enemies move, which is good. But my favorite part of the enemy AI is the fact that they have to reload as well. You don't really see this a lot. I really like that this gives you the opportunity to do things like reload, or recast a shield onto yourself, or just unload a clip. Aside from all of this, the game gives you what most RPGs give you. While it only has 1 class right now, the devs have made it clear that they have plans for more. There are things like crafting, side quests, bounties, NPCs with varying levels of meaningful dialogue. The only thing that really irks me is that the fact that the map doesn't really tell you where the hell you are at any given point. And the map is pretty darn big, so not knowing where you are in the middle of a desert is really bad as things start to meld into each other. The map that you were given is a brown mass, and yeah, that tells me nothing. But overall, like I said, I like it. The fact that the game starts you off almost immediately with a dungeon and lore means that there is definitely room here for a dedicated fanbase. And what more could you want? So all in all, I really like where the game is headed. Is it for every RPG seeker? No. And that's perfect. It knows what it is and it runs with it. While there are a few odds and ends I'd like to see smoothed out, I will definitely be one to return to this title to see where the work, you know, has gone. So with that said, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go raid some bandit camps with my shotgun and book of curses. Thanks for watching, and stay perfect.